Are you a creative personality or a sports analyst who wants to record your own podcast for the world to hear? Well, let me tell you, Buzzsprout is the route you want to take. What they do is amazing, and I hate for you to miss out. You'll get a great looking podcast website, audio players that you can drop into other websites, detailed analytics on how people are listening, and tools to promote your episodes. Buzzsprout gets your show listed in every major podcast platform, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. If you sign up for a paid plan, you'll receive a $20 Amazon gift card, which helps our show. So hey, what are you waiting for? Come on over and join 100,000 other podcasters who are already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. Peace.
When my name was still Pendleton. Now, that's a whole different story we'll talk about when I do an episode just about me. But right now, it's about her and her story. So now here we are, Radcliffe, Kentucky.
Never thought I'd end up in Kentucky, period.
When I left Korea, that's where I came.
But for me, I've been everywhere else. I had been Fort Bliss, Fort Hood, just Texas bound. I went back to Fort McClellan. Never thought I would end up in Kentucky. After I retired in 2007, I was offered a job here, HRC. God, I retired in 2007, went back home to Dallas in 2009, and then in 2010 got offered a job here.
Okay.
So in 2010 is when I came here, and I kept saying, no, not Kentucky. No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay at home in Dallas. And it was like, no, you're probably being a bum. You're probably not doing anything. I said, yeah, but I like it. I like it right now. Because I had just retired. And so sometimes, and I tell people nowadays, you got to take that break, from military and transitioning back to the civilian sector, because it's totally different. The jobs, your mindset is just totally different. So I was taking that break at that time. From just working, because I did 22 in the military, so I needed a break, But then I accepted the job in 2010, and then I came first, and then the kids came after me.
So what'd you retire as? E7?
E7, that's on first class.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to stay and get your EAE?
No. The Army was changing. It wasn't my Army anymore.
Okay.
When you come in the 80s. It's 2000, the Army had changed, so no, it wasn't my Army anymore. But, and so I got here and started working at HRC, and I am the type of person where I'm busy. I always have to have my hands in something. Busybody, I gotta be doing something. And so when I was at Bragg, I had a clothing store. And so when I retired and went back home, of course I shut that down. So when I got to Kentucky, I was like, well, what's my next adventure? What am I going to do now? And at the time, my daughter, Mr. Armstrong, his daughter, she was getting ready to graduate or had graduated. And I was like, listen, what do you want to do? She was, all the young girls were into doing hair. Hair, nails,
it's not
everything.
A lot of work.
Yeah. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll go to beauty school with you, push you through, help you through and stuff like that, and we'll start a business. And she was like, okay, Mom, all right, if you just want me to. And I'm like, me? I'm doing this for you. But so we went to cosmetology school, and we graduated in 2017. And I think while I was there, I met this barber, and I think his name was Marcus something. What's Marcus's name? Marcus. He's a.
You got a shop around here.
Veneer.
I know. I don't know him, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
I know you're
something like that.
Van
Leer, Marcus Van Leer.
So
they brought him up to do a little segment or a speech or a little class with us. And so he was like giving us pointers and said he owned a shop or two or something like that. And I was like, great. So when I finish this, I know what I'm going to do next. open up me a salon. And so he was like, oh, no, it's not that easy. You know, when you get out there, you're probably going to have to go work for somebody, work in a shop, you know, do a little booth rent. And I was like, he don't know me. No, he don't know me.
That's what you had to do.
Yeah, that's what you had to do, but not me. And so after we graduated, I came straight to, I used to drive by the spot that I'm in now. And the building was empty for a long time. And so I saw the building, got the phone number, contacted the owner, and next thing you know, she was like, you got it, you can have it. And I was like, great, works perfect. And so I figured out everything I had to do to get this business.
So we are actually in her salon right now. Is where I chose to shoot this episode. And if you need a finger wave done, if you need a Jerry curl done, 1988, ready for the world.
I do them. I do them. Believe it or not, some people say, people still getting Jerry curls? Yes, they are.
Man, if my hair could grow, I may give me a Jerry curl.
Yes, they are. They're still getting Jerry curls, but I love it. I love my clients. I love everything about the business. I meet new people every day. I'm in a great spot because they have to drive past.
Yeah.
So
very close to Fort Knox.
It's close to Fort Knox. Yes, it's in Radcliffe.
So what's been the most difficult part of owning the business, especially in this type of business where you have to deal with people, and it's really not cut and dry?
For me, it's dedication. You got to be dedicated to this business, and because I work another job, and so I still have to be business minded with it. And when I say that, I mean I still have to be dedicated to marketing my business. This is my business because one day I hope to retire from working for the government altogether and just be dedicated to my business, where all the new products, all the new hairstyles, maybe I'll learn them, maybe I'll still do my Jerry curls, I don't know, you know. But just being dedicated, and you know, I want to have a lot of people to come in here and work, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. You know, I have a barber, as you know.
If that's what we want to call him.
As you know, I have a barber.
All right, shout out to my boy Project Pat. No, I give Pat a very hard time because I always question his professionalism, but shout out to my homeboy Project Pat.
Yeah, he's good at what he does.
He's very, very good barber.
Yeah.
Man, all the other jokes and shots, I'll leave them to a one-on-one session between me and him.
Yeah. So I just want people to know that, I mean, you see what I've built. Just get to know me as Vicki. Get to know Vicki. That's who she is. At Pitrie's Glam Squad, we care about your hair. Let's take it back to the basic and use what works. Specializing in relaxers, wave nouveaux, sew-in and extensions, roller sets, press and curls. Located at 803 North Wilson Road in Radcliffe, Kentucky. Please give us a call at area code 270-319-4990 or 910-578-8470 and ask for Vicki.
You're now listening to Open Conversations with Malik, powered by 25A Networks.